All right, today I want to give you a tour of a pistol that is quickly becoming one of my very, very favorites. This is a CZ P10c. My very first time shooting a P10c was about 1.5 years ago when Jeremy over at The Truth About Guns and I were out shooting, and he had one in for review. He gave it to me, and I've never really been a CZ guy, quote unquote, but I gave it a shot and it felt like laser beams coming out of my fingertips. I just felt like I could not miss with that pistol. So what I do, I immediately pitched an article idea to my editors over at Athlon Outdoors, and they picked up on the idea of making a true custom CZ P10. So here it is. First stop I did is I sent it to Pike Spraggins over at Mod1 Firearms. Pike is an amazing guy. I've known him for a long time, and he's touched more pistols than I can count that are owned by me. So I've done a lot of article guns for him, or with his work in it, and he's done a lot of work for me, and it's always been flawless. The biggest problem I've had with the CZ is when I gripped it and I get on there and be done with shooting, it just left a huge imprint in my hand. The stippling is very aggressive on the factory guns. It's almost too aggressive, so Pike took it, did a stippling job, very nice clean cut, kind of a two-tone look, very clean edges, no issues. It's got a very kind of, not a very aggressive texture. I mean, it grips like nobody's business. I have no problems with grip or anything, but it doesn't bite my hand. I don't like a gun that's painful to shoot. This gun has a super high beaver tail grip here. I don't lock it up. I don't cut myself on it. A lot of times on a Glock without a backstrap on it, I will cut my hands right there. You can actually see some scars already from there. But the thing he did the stippling, and then he Cerakoted it all a Sig Gray. This was already factory, but what he did do, since didn't want to go too crazy on the slide machining, is he did these dish cuts, and then it matched to this compensator. The compensator and the barrel came from Primary Machine. I think they're one of the few that are doing a CZ P10 barrel. I believe they make them all in-house. It's so far it's been good. The compensator, I don't have it tightened all the way on here right now, but it uses 2 set screws on differing angles there to lock onto the threads. So that's what it looks like all together. It kind of looks down, you don't really see it there. Kind of follows the contours of the slide. It looks nice, it's very compact, very clean. So let's take that off. And then the barrel is also their barrel, and it is a spiral fluted barrel. I believe this is DLC. I gotta double check their website, but it's either DLC or QBQ, but it's a black finish on it, nice. I added a CZ custom slide release, whatever you want to call it. You can see the little pocket in the back here. We kind of covered this on another video when I was talking about the installation of this Apex mag release, but I'm going over some of the things if you haven't seen that video. So I did an extended one there, makes it a lot easier. So super easy, pop it down. Then I started off with the CZ custom extended mag catch, but as soon as Apex came out with theirs, I've switched over and I cannot be any happier. Works super great, no issues there. I also put CZ custom sights on it. The red fiber is fantastic. The serrated black rear sight is phenomenal. It's got a really far, they're going for sight radius for sure on that. It's very comfortable, no problems. I really want to RMR this pistol, but it just works so good that I think I'll just wait till I get another one and have him do it as an RMR gun. The trigger is an HB Industries trigger, HBI, whatever you want to call it. HB Industries, I believe, is what they actually call it by. It's their, I think they call it a Theta, Theta, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Comes with a trigger and some springs. It's never failed me. It's been great. It's very short. Show that it's clear here. Very short, so it kind of goes right there to that wall, and then boom, pulls right over. I got to imagine it's only a matter of time for Apex to create one, and I'm sure they'll give HB a run for their money. But right now, I believe it's one of the best triggers on the CZs. The barrel, also the factory barrel, I ran. Oops, got easier to take the mag out, huh? The factory barrel, I had Pike put a nice crown on it. So here's the barrel here from Primary Machine. Very nice machine work. I don't see any serious flaws or anything. It looks good. Does a nice job over there. And then the barrel that I had from the factory, I just had Pike put a nice crown on it while I was there. I think this fits pretty flush. No, it's not flushed. I couldn't remember if I had them flush cut or not, but it sits nicely in there. Let's take a look. So it just has a nice crown on it. There's no real reason other than just wanted one little custom touch on that barrel too. And it super shores up the accuracy a little bit more. It's been a great accuracy gun. Had no issues. It's super fast to shoot. I can get this gun back on target. It fits my grip just perfectly. Have no complaints whatsoever. The factory mags are fairly expensive. That's one downside I found. I'm used to Glock mags, which they're a dime a dozen and they're everywhere. The other part I had is these +2s from CZ, and this magazine consistently won't lock back on the last round. So I seem to have misplaced my factory base plate from the mag that I put this on, but as soon as I find that, I'm going to swap it back and see if it suddenly locks back, then I'll know it's the extension. It is nice getting 17 rounds in it, and then we're back to more Glock 17 territory there, but it's fit in almost every holster of mine that was made for a Glock 19, but I also did have PJ holsters make me a custom Kydex outside the waistband and inside the waistband holster for this, and they've always been great. PJ holsters has always been great to me. They are fantastic holsters, and I recommend everybody try them. But if you need anything like this, if you want to make one like this for yourself, get a hold of Pike Spraggins over at Mod1 Firearms. It's MOD, the number 1, firearms.com, I believe, and there'll be a link in the bottom, but take a look and he can make you one just like it.